Ladies and gentlemen, you are tuning in 10 minutes of BPTV News, brought to you by Bình Phước Television Station and Newspaper. On the line now following are the headlines as usual. Bình Phước in the rice harvest season. New model benefits farmers in Long Ninh commune. Primary school teach students about drowning prevention. State President receive Lao Party officials. National Master Plan for 2021-2030 launched. And now our details. Every April, farmers in Bình Phước begin the rice harvest and are happy this year with a bumper crop and better price than last year.
In the rice fields of Lộc Ninh commune in Lộc Ninh district, farmers have been urgently harvesting the winter-spring rice crop over recent days. They feel quite excited as this crop fetches a better price than last year's crop. Local farmers say they stick with rice farming despite the many price fluctuations and the lower income than growing other crops. Maintaining rice farming land to ensure food supply and serve economic development is the preference of many farmers. Mr. Lemkan's family has nearly 10 hectares of cultivation land and has applied innovations in production over recent years. With 3 crops a year, local rice farmers work hard every day. Advancements in science and technology, along with authorities' investment in irrigation works and varieties, has helped local farmers stick with rice farming, contributing to improving living conditions.
With the aim of taking advantage of farming land to maximize profits, farmers in Long Ninh commune in Phú Đốp district have invested in a frog farming model that enables the raising of frog in combination with other species on the same land area.
In order to cut costs and boost profits, some farmers in Phú Đốp district have boldly invested in frog farming together with other species such as field perch and black mystery snail. With a 30 square meter pond area, farmers can raise 2,000 seed frogs, 1,000 field perch, and a large number of black mystery snails. After 3.5 months of farming, the model can bring in revenue of 30 million dong after cost. The use of small land areas and lower costs offer farmers the opportunity to expand their production scale, helping improve incomes, especially in the context of prices for agricultural products remaining unstable over the past time. The model has shown good initial results, allowing farmers to meet needs.
At An Lộc A Primary School in Bình Long Town, a program on preventing drownings and child abuse have been held in the 2022-2023 school year for 1,119 students, and awards were presented in a drawing contest entitled Children Draw a Happy School.
More than 1,100 students at An Lộc A Primary School have been taught drowning prevention skills and first aid. The students were also equipped with knowledge to prevent school violence and child sexual abuse. On this occasion, the school presented 20 winning students in grades 3, 4, and 5 with awards in the Children Draw a Happy School contest.
President Võ Văn Thưởng hosted a reception in Hanoi on April 20 for Thong Savan from Vihan, head of the Lao People Revolutionary Party Central Committee Commissions for External Relations.
Receiving the Lao guest, President Thưởng expressed his belief that the visit would further improve the cooperation between the two parties and countries in the coming time. Thanking the host leader, Thong Savan Phomvihan emphasized that the solidarities and friendship between Vietnam and Laos is very special. During the visit, the Lao delegation and those from the Vietnamese Party's Commission for External Relations discussed issues of mutual concern and orientation for cooperation in the coming time, he said. President Thưởng suggested the two committees strengthen cooperation and further contribute to implementing agreements reached by top leaders of the two parties, as well as increase support to each other at regional and international forums.
Prime Minister Phạm Minh Chính chaired a teleconference with representatives of the 63 cities and provinces on April 20 to launch the National Master Plan for 2021-2030 with a vision to 2050, contributing to building a strong and prosperous country and the well-being of the people.
Under the plan, Vietnam is set to become a developing nation with modern industry, high average income, and economic growth based on science, technology, innovation, and digital transformation by 2030. By 2050, Vietnam is expected to be a developed nation, with high income and a fair, democratic, and civilized society. The country will strive to achieve net zero emissions, and the average economic growth, during 2031 to 2050, will reach about 6.5 to 7.5% annually. Speaking at the event, Prime Minister Chin urged ministries and agencies to adopt concerted and effective measures to launch the National Master Plan, with priority to allocating capital for projects and programs of national significance. Attention must also be paid to contents regarding policies, mechanisms, human resources development, development investment attraction, social welfare, science technology, environment, national defense security, and international cooperation, he added. To effectively implement the National Master Plan, the Prime Minister asked relevant quarters to effectively perform tasks and fulfill goals outlined in the National Assembly's resolution on the matter.
National Assembly Chairman Vương Đình Huệ, who is in Cuba for an official visit, attended and delivered a speech at a special plenary session of the 10th National Assembly of the People Powers of Cuba on April 20.
The session, broadcast live by Cuba's national TV station, saw the presence of party, state, and parliament leaders and all the parliamentarians of the country. The Vietnamese top legislator expressed his honor to lead a high-ranking delegation of the Vietnamese National Assembly on an official visit to Cuba, on the occasion of both countries' major anniversaries. He highlighted Cuba's support for Vietnam during the resistance war. In Vietnam, people always keep in mind late leader Fidel Castro's everlasting remark of, "For Vietnam, Cuba is willing to shed its blood," he noted. Amid complex developments in the world, Vietnam and Cuba need to become even more united, work closely together, firmly maintain the principle of independence, self-reliance, and equal cooperation, to serve as the basis for flexible and creative moves in reality, he recommended. Welcoming the Vietnamese delegation, President of the Cuban Parliament, Esteban Lazo Hernandez, emphasized that Vietnam and Cuba boast a traditional friendship, an unbreakable friendship. He highly valued Chairman Hue's efforts in promoting the two countries' special relations and parliamentary ties. He held that, amidst numerous crises and challenges in the world, countries like Vietnam and Cuba should keep contributing to peace maintenance and sustainable development, in which their legislative bodies have an important role to play.
National Assembly Chairman Vuong Dinh Hue and his delegation on the 19th of April morning, Cuba time, visited the Fidel Castro Ruz Center in La Habana, within the framework of his official visit to Cuba. The center is a place to collect, store, preserve, and honor the legacy of the Cuban leader to research and popularize his ideological values. Writing in the guest book, he wrote, "In the heart of every Vietnamese, Fidel Castro is a noble image of a staunch revolutionary soldier, a great friend, and a close comrade with faith, love, admiration, and sympathy, just like the relations of special, faithful, pure and rare friendship and solidarity in the ties between the parties, states and peoples of Vietnam and Cuba." On this occasion, he presented the center a model of Vietnam's National Assembly building.
The Ministry of Foreign Affairs held a regular press conference on April 20. Now let's take a look.
The so-called fishing ban, imposed by China in the East Sea, violates Vietnam's sovereignty over Trung Sa, Spratly, as well as its sovereignty rights and jurisdiction over the waters and exclusive economic zone, defined in the UNCLOS 1982, Foreign Ministry's vice spokesperson Don Kok Viet stated. He spoke of Vietnam's response to China's so-called fishing ban in the East Sea, from May the 1st to the 16th of August. Vietnam's stance on the ban unilaterally and illegally, issued by China is consistent, and has been clearly affirmed over the past years, the vice spokesman stressed. Vietnam requests that China respect Vietnam's sovereignty over Hoang Sa, sovereign rights and jurisdiction over its maritime zones, and do not complicate the situation, contributing to maintaining peace and stability in the East Sea, he said.
That is all for today on BPTV News. Once again, thanks for your watching and goodbye for now.